everyone, I'm Tina.
And I'm Serena. We often gently remind parents about the importance of renewal and finding time for themselves. Easier said than done, right? Tina will often serve as my personal reminder that I too deserve to take time for myself.
And I will openly acknowledge that reminding a friend I care about to take good care of herself is so much easier than reminding myself that I might need some self-renewal.
I was just looking back at a story that I wrote about a year ago about this topic. It was called Practicing Self-Kindness. I used the analogy of a sponge. As a caregiver of kids who struggle, sometimes I feel as if I'm absorbing messes around me. And I know, having experienced this many times, that if I don't find a way to wring myself out periodically, I start to drip.
Oh, such a good analogy. I heard a parent once use another good analogy. She said that she had a lot of pots on the stove and they were starting to boil. She said that she felt as if any one of them could boil over at any point, and she felt very overwhelmed.
So, Tina, what does it look like for you when you're reaching that point of saturation? How do you know when you need some serious renewal time?
I start feeling very low energy. I often sit in a safe, protected place, and, well, I just feel stuck.
It's interesting that you say that because I can usually tell by looking at your face when you're reaching the tipping point. It's like an overall weariness.
Oh, Serena, I can imagine that you might see that in my face. I know I'm stuck when I sit on my couch and I avoid all the things, while at the same time letting all of that consume me with guilt. Serena, how do you know when you need some renewal? What do you notice in your body?
So I've noticed that I have a certain tone in my voice. It happens when I'm talking to my kids, and it's not at all the way I want to be communicating with them. I promise myself to try harder, do better, and then it happens again.
Can I say that I also notice this in you when you're overwhelmed?
Yeah, I'm sure you can see that. It's like I've run out of patience for others and myself, and I seem to have lost my sense of humor. In all, I'm just not fun.
I am not particularly patient with those around me either. I also feel very tense in my body, especially in my neck and shoulders.
That's a good point. I tend to clench my teeth, which extends to tension in my entire body.
And I notice that you get very quiet and inward.
Yeah, that's true. And I think you tend to express your frustration more outwardly. When I get to this point, this is clearly not the mom I want to be, and definitely not the mom that my kids are hoping for. This is what I have to remind myself of when I'm resistant to taking care of myself.
We would invite you to start to notice what it looks like when you are feeling the need for some renewal, a break from what's going on, some time to recharge. What does it look like for you? What do you notice in yourself?
In our next video, we will talk a bit more about being able to ask for what you need. Take good care.
And remember, we're only a text away.